Okay, let's talk about water treatment options for ultralight backpacking. Now, the most popular water treatment option still among backpackers is the water filter, and we all know this as the pump style water filter. The problem with pump style water filters is that they're relatively heavy, they're sort of difficult to clean, and they do clog easily. And of course, it requires a bit of work to actually pump the water and prepare it for drinking. So I'm going to show you three methods of what we consider ultralight water treatment. And the one that's probably the most popular among the hardcore ultralight crowd is a chemical treatment known as Aquamyro. And if you're really into lightening up your Aquamyro kit, you will even repackage it into smaller dropper bottles. And those bottles will be marked with the A and B solution of the Aquamyro. This is a chlorine dioxide water treatment chemical, and it consists of a chlorine dioxide solution that is then activated by phosphoric acid. And the way it works is you mix it up in a small mixing cup like that, and you wait 5 minutes for the solution to activate. Once it's active, then you can pour that solution into your water bottle, and it takes 15 to 30 minutes to treat your water. So the advantage is that it's an incredibly small, compact, lightweight water treatment kit. The disadvantage is that it does take 30 minutes to get clean water. And for some types of protozoan cysts like Giardia and Cryptosporidia, the treatment time is technically around 4 hours. Now, lab studies suggest that it's actually quite a bit shorter than that, but this is the official recommendation from the manufacturer. Okay, so that's Aquamyro. That's our first one we're going to show. The second one is a lighter version of a water filter. And there are two popular types. One is the Sawyer squeeze filter, which can be attached directly to something like a smart water bottle or a platypus bottle. And then you have the Katadyn Be-Free system. So this is a hollow fiber glass filter. You fill up your water. Insert the filter. And then you can pop the top and drink right away. The great thing about the Be-Free is that the flow rate is really, really fast. So unlike some of the earlier straw filters and other bottle filters, the flow rate out of this thing is incredibly fast. So you don't get that cheek fatigue that you get by sucking through a filter that doesn't have this kind of flow rate. So this is one of my personal favorite solutions. The main advantage is that I get drinkable water right away. So if I know I'm going to be in an area where there's a lot of water, I don't have to pack any water at all in my backpack. I can just take this Be-Free bottle, dip it whenever I reach a stream or a lake, and hydrate at those locations. And that's a great strategy if you're in an area that has a lot of water. Now, if you need to carry more water in your pack and you're using the Be-Free system, then you can just take a dirty water bottle as extra water storage. And then when it comes time to drink and you're away from a water source, you can pour the dirty water into the Be-Free bottle and then drink through the filter. Alternatively, if you want to keep this water bottle as your clean water bottle, you can filter the Be-Free water through the filter into your clean water bottle and then drink straight from the clean water bottle when convenient. All right, the third and final option I want to show you is an ultraviolet light pen. This is a Steripen Ultralight. It weighs 2.6 ounces. It's about the same weight as the Be-Free. This Be-Free bottle, the 20-ounce version, actually weighs 2.2 ounces, so it is a little bit lighter. The Aquamyro kit I'm carrying, repackaged with about 1 ounce total of Aquamyro into custom dropper bottles. That whole kit is about an ounce, maybe a little bit more. And that's enough Aquamyro for me for a long weekend, for example. So back to the Steripen. This device works by having an ultraviolet light lamp. Ultraviolet light disinfects bacteria, viruses, and protozoa, and it's very effective against all three and it works fast. Water only needs to be exposed to this lamp for about 60 seconds in order to be purified, and it is truly purified. So the disadvantage of it is it's an electronic device and is subject to all the failures of electronic battery operated devices when you're in the backcountry. So this one is USB rechargeable. I do carry a battery pack on longer trips so I can recharge it, but generally this easily lasts me several days, 3 to 4, maybe even 5 days in the backcountry. So when I use a Steripen, I have this platypus bottle that is an old one that I've repurposed as a kind of a dipping cup. I'm going to fill up my treatment container. And then this Steripen Ultralight actually turns on automatically as soon as you dip that lamp into the water. There are 2 metal contacts there. As soon as water touches both of those contacts, the lamp turns on. So we'll insert the lamp. You can see it turn on. And then every now and then we're going to swish it around a little bit. And again, this process takes about 60 seconds. We'll speed it up in the video here. And as soon as the light turns off, you can remove the pen from the water and your water is ready to drink. The other thing I like about the Steripen Ultralight, because this is a more compact version of it, it works great in cooking mugs. So if you don't have a dipping cup like I do, you can use your cooking mug if you want to, just to dip in the river and then put the Steripen in, and you can treat it right in the mug, drink out of it, and you have a terrific ultralight multi-use water treatment system right here. So there's 3 treatment options for you. Aquamyro, which is the lightest. The main disadvantage is that it takes the longest. You've got the Be-Free bottle, which is kind of in between the 2 methods I showed you based on weight, but gives you water the fastest. That's really its most compelling advantage. And then the Steripen. And the Steripen is obviously the most expensive because it is a piece of technology, so there's a cash outlay in the beginning, but it is the most effective mechanism of treating water contaminated with viruses, bacteria, and protozoa, and it gives you treated water in about 60 seconds.